friends. Welcome to Live with Hayley today. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Thursday, August 15th. I'm Hayley Harmon alongside Jennifer Palumbo on this Thursday. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
You feel more relaxed after yesterday? Got one under the belt?
Yes, I was so nervous yesterday. I feel much better. It was like, yesterday was my first day with you, and today is my last. It's like, happy yesterday,
it was
sad
so fast,
today.
But a brief
it was a great run.
It was, oh my gosh, the memories. It feels like it was the blink of an eye.
I know.
Doesn't it?
It probably does for you.
It probably does. Yeah. Okay, so you said, we were joking yesterday that yesterday kind of felt like your first day of school.
Yes.
Today was your kid's actual first day of school, right?
Yes, it was.
Everything good?
Everything was good.
Okay.
Everything was good, yes.
It's so funny, yesterday around the station for parents that work here at LEX whose kids started yesterday or today, there were so many that you could tell had been crying, especially one of our teachers, especially one of our employees that, you know, if they have a kindergartner, it's that first big, you know, and so it's tough to see parents because, I mean, it is hard when you drop your child off for the first time.
It is, but my son's in 7th grade. My daughter's starting high school today. She's in 9th grade.
Nice.
There were no tears. I was like,
yes, we're all good.
And they were excited too, to be fair. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, on the show today, speaking of school, we're talking about some healthy back-to-school snacks and some lunch ideas as well.
And we're also going to tell you about the exciting events coming up during the new season at the Norton Center for the Arts in Danville. It is my first time playing Heads Up on this show.
Yes.
I am more nervous about that than I was yesterday about my first day here.
Oh my gosh, you're going to do great. Our buddy from the Norton Center, he is so fun. Every time he comes on, we play Heads Up with him. You guys probably remember, and it's so much fun. It's a fun way to get you excited about the shows.
And they have some great shows coming up too.
Yes, I have the Heads Up app that you can use on your phone, and it's so fun. Yes. And so you think you're not competitive until you start playing Heads Up.
Yeah, so we'll see.
And you start screaming with your friends, and you don't realize, you're like, why does this feel like it is to the death? I don't know. Okay, it is time for our hot topics today. Many kids in our area, as we said, have been heading back to school this week, and that means Facebook feeds are flooded with those adorable back to school, first day of school photos. Well, here's one. Some Florida moms decided to get in on the action with a hilarious back-to-school picture of themselves instead of their kids, featuring wine and donuts. One of the moms posted the photos to Facebook saying, "Happy first day of school, we'll be just fine." The post, as you can imagine, has gone viral. Look at that wine glass. That's hysterical.
That is a big wine glass.
This is crazy. Between these four moms have a combined total of 18 kids.
They've earned the right to sit there and drink that wine in their pajamas on the first day of school.
Go girls, you do it.
You know what though? I feel a little bad. My kid's first day of school was today. I haven't even posted a picture, but you know,
what is wrong with you?
Not the one with the little sign that says,
I know, those are so cute.
7th grade, 9th grade. I was like, I'm way too disorganized for that. I'll be lucky if I get a picture on Facebook posted by the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I know. But that is so funny. I love that. Because you'll hear a lot of parents that kind of feel a little bit bad about being happy their kids are going back to school. But it does kind of get you back in a routine and kind of having a little more free time. But for a lot of parents, it is very bittersweet. Of course, you're sad to be away from your children. But this is so funny because a lot of parents can relate to this. Like,
love it.
Back to my routine.
Breathe, yes. Okay, well, here's one way to fly on your own private plane without the sky-high price tag. This story's crazy. Vincent Pione bought a ticket for a Delta flight from Aspen, Colorado to Salt Lake City, Utah. And it turns out he was the only passenger on the flight last week.
What?
He shared this video of his unusual flight, which included the gate agent making an announcement calling for the only passenger to board the plane. And then you can see there right before takeoff, Vincent greets the two pilots who tell him it's your own private jet. The flight attendant's welcome announcement also modified for the unusual situation. "Good evening, Vincent, and welcome aboard," she said. And he also showed the video on Twitter. They had to put sandbags onto the plane to make it heavy enough because he was the only person on there. So that would be, wouldn't that be nice? You don't have to wait in line for the restroom.
True.
You know.
True. You get all the personal attention you want. The flight attendant's like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is there?
Do you need anything?
Anything I can do?" I always just wonder, because this is not the first time we've seen something like this happen. I always wonder, like, how does this happen?
Well,
why don't they cancel the flight?
Yeah.
You know, I just don't get it. How does this happen?
He said that he thinks it's because the flight was rescheduled. So, and I guess there was just nobody else.
Everybody else booked on a different flight?
Yeah, and you know, and Delta was like, we're glad you enjoyed yourself. But I mean, it is kind of crazy just to have that few people on a plane that big.
Yeah, that's so funny. I get excited when I get on a plane and there's not someone sitting next to me.
I
wouldn't know what to do. I'd just be running down the aisle,
raise up the armrest,
laying in the
take
different
a little
seats.
nap. Yeah.
I think that's so funny. All right, speaking of traveling. An 89-year-old grandmother from Ohio is going on epic trips with her grandson. When Brad Ryan told his grandma Joy about a trip he took back in 2015, she was inspired to travel while she still can. So the duo started traveling right away. They booked a trip to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. They've been traveling ever since. Well, now they have set their sights on a huge goal. They want to visit all 61 national parks before she turns 90. Again, she's 89. You can follow their adventures on Instagram or Facebook. Just look for Grandma Joyce Road Trip. Look at this. They have almost 7,000 followers already. Talk about quality time with your grandma.
Look at that. She's rolling
Oh my gosh. That is the best thing I've ever seen.
This is the sweetest story too, because for them to be able to share that, he will always remember that. And I mean, it's just great that she's, able to go along for the ride with him and experience all of this.
Making the most of her life.
Yes.
As she said, she's aware, I want to travel while I still can. So making the most of her life, but making the most of his life too, this relationship and time they're getting to spend.
Pictures.
Oh my gosh. Okay, she is adorable.
Love it. Okay, well, the Little Women are headed back to the big screen. This week, the first trailer dropped for the new Little Women movie. The 3-minute trailer introduces us to the 4 sisters at the center of the story. This remake film stars Emma Watson, Saoirse Ronan, Eliza Scanlon, and Florence Pugh as Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Here's a peek.
This is Meg, Amy, Beth, and Jo.
I'm working on a novel. It is a story of my life and my sisters.
Make it short and spicy. And if the main character is a girl, make sure she's married by the end.
Ow, Jo!
Artist in Rome and be the
Other well-known actresses show up later in the trailer, including Meryl Streep as the March Sisters' aunt. Little Women hits theaters December 25th. I remember reading that book as a child. I'm here for that movie, especially if Meryl Streep is in it. I love her.
Oh my gosh, me too. And I think I saw Laura Dern in the beginning of this clip.
Yes.
I love her as well. I love Saoirse Ronan.
Yes.
Love her.
Yes.
I think she is incredible. I could see her being the next Meryl Streep. Like every character she plays, and she's such a young woman. She's already amazing. I love this. Little Women is a story we've all read.
It's wonderful. It's such a classic.
It is a classic. And it's bad though that one of the things that comes to mind first when I think of Little Women is the Friends episode where Rachel and Joey trade books and he's reading Little Women and she spoils it for him. I'm sorry, anyone else remember that episode? Check it out. Okay, you can now crack open a cold one in Texas, but what might shock you is that cold one is going to smell and probably taste a little bit like pickles.
Why?
Okay, here it is. A Texas brewery has teamed up with Best Made Pickles to create a sour pickle-flavored beer. They use authentic pickle juice in the beer, complete with lemon zest and coriander to create the adult beverage. Sadly, it will only be available in Texas. If you don't like pickles, the brewery also released a Salsa Verde beer.
It's only in Texas, and I think Texas can keep that. I don't think either of those sounds good.
Yeah, when I was in, I don't know if it was a myth or if it's actually true, when I was in high school and played soccer, we would drink pickle juice.
Okay.
I guess to prevent cramps is what we thought,
yes.
like leg cramps.
No,
Is that
that's true. That's a thing. That's a
we
thing.
would do that,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, my intense obsession with pickles. I love them. I'll eat them at every meal. So if I could drink the...
And you'll drink the juice still to this day? It doesn't bring back memories?
I haven't in years, I don't. But I did then, and it was so good, and I loved it. And yeah, it did help prevent cramps, I guess. But I would try this. I don't think that I want pickles crossed with my beer.
No.
I love pickles, but even for me, I'm like...
That's a little too much, yeah.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I think I would want to try it, though. Would you at least taste it if we had some?
Sure. I mean, we had the cinnamon Coke yesterday. I'll try anything once. Doesn't mean I like it, but sure, why not?
Check it out.
All right, we're heading across the globe now where some fish found in Japan have an unusual look. Check this out. They look like they have green mullets on their head. This is something Billy Ray Cyrus would be proud of. Staff at a local aquarium are offering a theory about the hair. They say the fish probably hurt its head. Algae got stuck to the spot and started to grow. Staff say, though, the hairdo is not harmful to the fish.
Oh.
So it's just an interesting little look, though.
That is interesting. Man, the wild is fascinating. Okay, and we end in Jordan today, where a new telescope is giving people a breathtaking view of the cosmos. Tourists can now be treated to a night among the stars in the Wadi Rum Desert. It's all thanks to newly installed telescopes that offer a close-up view of our solar system. These computerized telescopes are believed to be the first of their kind in the entire Middle East.
It's a really cool view.
I think this is neat. Recently, I was outside, I don't know, taking my dog out, and I was just kind of standing there waiting for him to do his business. And I just started thinking, like, It's so rare now that we stop and look at the stars. Do you ever look at the stars?
You know, I do, and I do it with my children. But,
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, it's just something where they'll be like, oh, "There's something cool going on outside tonight. Let's
Yeah.
go take a look at it." And we go out and look. But you're right. I mean, just to stop and take a
Yeah.
moment, and take a breath, and just appreciate how incredible it is.
It makes you feel so incredibly small, and
It
for
does.
me, it's almost a little scary because you're like, there's such vast, literal space out there that's
Right.
just, it's fascinating.
It really is.
So this would be really cool. I wish that we could go see these, but it's all the way in Jordan. All right, as the kiddos head back to school, parents will once again start packing those lunch boxes.
We have tips on how to make those lunches fun and nutritious when we come back.